you ever been in a tough spot financially? Perhaps you are trying to pay for rent for a house or an apartment, or you're trying to buy a latte at your local coffee shop and money's just really not working out for you. It happens. As a high school senior, I've had my card decline on many occasions, and I regularly frequent my best friend's house to get food because food is expensive and it's hard sometimes. Wouldn't it be nice to have some extra cash? Perhaps maybe a part-time job to be able to pay for things like that. Well, today my purpose is for you to consider the importance of having a part-time job while in school through 3 main points. First, it builds time management skills. Second, it builds workplace experience. And third, it promotes financial skills and awareness. This is not an obscure concept. In fact, it's been going on for a while now. Many people have been able to work part-time jobs and full-time jobs while working and while in school for decades now. And I conducted an interview with Andrew Fields, a successful property management company. And he actually said that during his high school and college career, he worked 20 to 30 hours and was also able to maintain a well GPA. And obviously, it happens, and people are able to do it. I myself work around 4 jobs and also are able to go to school and maintain a good GPA. So although it is difficult and it requires effort and diligence, you are able to do it. My first point says that working part-time job builds time management skills. Rivera says that working a structured and sometimes unstructured job will push you to organize and prioritize your life while also teaching you to be flexible. By balancing time management skills and having to balance work and shifts and homework and social life and your family and all that kind of stuff, it's gonna be hard, but you are able to do these things, and being able to manage your time well is something that might be hard, but is good, and it's going to be applicable to your life and your future, because despite what some might think, high school is not the end of life, and after high school, you're going to go on and you're going to get married, and you're going to have a spouse, and you're going to have a family to take care of, and they also have busy lives, and you're going to have to work through that. And throughout life, time management is a skill that is going to be applicable to life, and so it's very important. Many people say that because of bad time management skills, you shouldn't get a part-time job because it will lower your GPA. And although this is true for some, it is actually not always applicable. I maintain a good GPA throughout my high school career, and I have 4 jobs. And my interview that I conducted with Andrew Fields, he graduated 2nd in his class and also was able to maintain multiple jobs and also take an average of 21 credit hours every single semester at college. So it obviously proves that you're able to do it as long as you put the effort in and as long as you are diligent in the way that you live your life. Walden University says that high school students who work well in school need educators and administrators who understand the situation, can help them address the associated challenges, and perhaps even make provisions to ensure every student is successful. Although it is hard, having people around you and having a community that can build you up and work through these things with you is really important. This graph shows that people are able to work through life and work through college experiences and course experience actually specified to them. By talking through your administrators and your educators, they can actually find jobs applicable to whatever career choice you want to do. I know that the college and the high school near me, it actually has programs for nursing students to actually work in a hospital and work in a clinic to actually help them out when they eventually go into college and when they go into nursing school. And so it is very important. And getting a part-time job in school can help you build work experience and student resumes. For an example, I have my resume that I created. You can pass it around. When you build a resume and when you go to school, you're able to actually work on these kind of things. If you don't get a part-time job, then you're never going to be able to build a resume, and it's going to be really scary when you leave high school and you enter college and you don't know how to build a resume, you've never conducted an interview, and you're worried about life. So going and getting a part-time job during school is very beneficial in that way. After graduating high school and entering into college, there's a lot more than having good grades and a nice smile to get you a good job. You're going to have diligence, and you're going to have hard effort, and people are going to have to see that. And employers will see that. If they see that you work throughout high school, then they will be able to know that you are a hard worker and that you are diligent in the way that you live your life. And that is very beneficial in how they're going to view you. As well as financial experience and building and figuring out your time management and your financial works and your awareness. Which brings me to my last point, financial skills and awareness. Getting a part-time job while in school can help students to learn how to spend, how to save, and how to earn money wisely. Obviously, if you are taking 21 credit hours, it's not going to be a good decision to work 40 or 50 hours a week, because you're not going to be able to apply your homework, and you're not going to be able to apply that time to your school because you're going to be working all the time. So learning how to earn money wisely and how to spend money wisely is something that you can have by getting a part-time job during school. Often, students will actually save money throughout their high school experiences so that they can go to college and graduate debt-free. Back to my interview with Andrew Fields, he actually saved money throughout his entire high school career and worked his entire summers so that he could graduate college debt-free, and he was able to do that. And that's very important in having a savings account and spending your money wisely and being able to live in financial freedom because of all that. My closing statement is by Melissa Cottrell from Boston University, and she says, "The busier I get, the more focused I become. Working makes you more structured. You have a lot of things to do in a short amount of time, so it's important to keep up with it all. I live my life very busy, and I'm okay with that, and that's good. And the more busy that I am, the more focused I can become," as she says. And you're able to apply those things, and having a lot of things might be hard, but you're able to balance and figure these things out. Working and going to school it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. There are days that I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it can also be so very rewarding, because one day you're gonna be pretty happy that you did that. So I asked today that you would consider, because maybe you can thrive in both work and school. Any questions? Yes?
In the beginning, when you said sometimes restaurants were too expensive, so I ate at my friend's house, why not just eat at your parents' house?
You can also eat at your parents' house. That's a great decision. Normally, my friend lives in town, and so either I could go back home or I could stay in town and go to my friend's house, which would be normally cheaper. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, any questions?